Hi guys! Hello, hello, hello! I'm so excited to be on live with you guys. As always, you know I always am excited to be on live and to chat with my peeps. I love it so much. Hi guys! How are you? How's it going? Okay. So today's video is going to be all about, hey AMV videos, how are you, boo? Okay, so today's video is going to be all about, so you quit your job, now what? What do you do? What to expect? How can you make money? How can you still feel secure even though you don't have your regular 9 to 5? How can you still generate money for yourself even though you don't have your 9 to 5, okay? So if this video topic is interesting to you guys, definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button, of course, but make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Hey Mecca, how are you, boo? Okay, guys, so just make sure you hit that thumbs up button so I know that this is content that you want to see. Okay, so you quit your job. Now what? Okay, guys, so this is some advice that I have for you. I took some notes as always, so you see me looking over here. I'm just referring to the notes. And the video says, also, is it okay if I ask you a question about manifesting after? Of course, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. Okay, and Mecca says, my favorite topic right now, besides leveling up, I got you, boo. Okay, so I'm going to jump right in and give you guys my advice, my 2 cents, okay, on how to make 15 cents, and then how to make $1, then how to make $2, then how to make $1 million. Okay. Okay, so the first tip that I want to give you guys, you quit your job, now what? Okay, now you need to decide how much money do you need to sustain your lifestyle, okay? How much do you need? And I call this my living expenses, right? So how much do you need in your living expenses? How much money do you need to carry on your life the way that you do? All right, so you want to consider these things. And I guess you consider this making a budget, but you want to know how much money does it take for you to live comfortably the way that you do? Because if you quit your job, you're going to realize that I'm not able to do all the things that I want to do if you don't automatically know how to keep that income that's going to help sustain you. So what are some things that you need to keep in mind when it comes to your budget, okay? One, your rent. Where do you live and how much does it cost? You know, your car payment, how much do you pay each month for your car? Your insurance, how much is your insurance money? So essentially you want to collect all of your monthly expenses, okay? And that is going to be your new budget. This is going to be your living expenses. Something that I also suggest that you add into your living expenses is any debts that you may owe that you pay on a monthly basis. This could be credit card debts, student loan debts, anything like that. I want you guys to add that into your living expenses because you're not going to be able to live comfortably if those bills kind of slip or if those things that are due kind of slip, right? So like I said, I'm not a financial expert, but I do know that if you do have debts that you're paying, such as credit cards and things like that, you definitely want to get that paid off as soon as possible because the longer you wait, the more interest you're incurring and it's just not going to be good. Okay, so make sure that you have your budget down pat. How much money does it take to live off of? Your rent, your water, electricity, anything that you use, you know that you pay for on a consistent basis every month. Make sure you write that down, okay? And something that I've been using to keep track of my monthly expenses is this app called Truebill. This is not sponsored, by the way, but it does tell me all of my reoccurring payments. Like if I automate any of my payments, like my car payment, my phone payment, it does keep in mind, or it does tell me like how frequently bills are being taken out and how much those bills are. So that's kind of a good way to keep track of it. Okay. AMV video says, could I DM you after the stream or so with my question? Of course you can. So if you want to DM me, go to Instagram and my Instagram name is Nija Sim. Okay. So definitely you can DM me, you can message me, whatever you want to do. Do it, boo. All right. So that's the very first thing you guys need to do when you quit your job. Before you even quit your job, maybe you've already budgeted out, you know, before the fact, but you just definitely need to know how much money you're going to be spending on your everyday expenses. And definitely include food in there. So like if you buy groceries or anything like that, that needs to be in that list as well, because you're not going to have all your bills paid and still be hungry. Like that's not going to be living comfortably, okay? So make sure that you have that number in mind. And now whenever we start making money, we're going to make sure that we hit that bottom line first. So for me, I live in Virginia. I'd probably be able to pay all of my bills each month with $2,000. So for me, I know that my living expenses needs to be $2,000, okay? If I don't make anything else in the month, I know that I will be good as long as I make $2,000. And that's going to secure my home. That's going to secure my car payment. That's going to secure, you can add your gas in there. That's just going to secure some things, okay? So make sure you know how much you need in a monthly basis to live your life, okay? So the next thing I wanted to say, after you quit your job, you want to make sure, and this is before you quit your job, but I just say make sure that this happens so that you can feel comfortable. Make sure that once you know how much your living expenses are, make sure that you put to the side 1 to 2 months of living expenses, okay? And why do I say this? Because sometimes it takes a little bit of, effort, energy, work to get our side hustles off the ground. And this is even for people who, they're ready to quit their job and they don't have anything secured, savings are important. So if I say I need $2,000 in living expenses each month to live comfortably, then I want to times that by at least 2. And for me personally, I'd feel comfortable if I times it by at least 3. Okay, this is getting your gears going now. So now, like I said, if I need $2,000 per month for living expenses to pay all of my bills and feel comfortable, timesing that by 3, what is that? 2, 4, 6. Now I'm saying I have to have $6,000 in saving for me to feel comfortable, or maybe just 2 months. I have to have $4,000 in savings for me to feel comfortable. So make sure that you give yourself a little bit of cushion so that you are not frantically trying to see what you can do, what you can put your hands on, okay? Give yourself a second to get out of the matrix. Give yourself a second to enjoy living life. Give yourself a little runway period, okay? So when I say that you need to have 2 to 3 months of living expenses already in your savings ready to go, that's just going to help you to be able to focus on generating new income, generating new businesses, creating new businesses without having to worry about how are my bills going to get paid. I quit and I felt it was in my heart to quit, but now I don't know what to do, okay? Having a little bit of savings is definitely going to help you, all right? So there's that, okay? Ambi says, thank you. Mecca says, I add money for travel to save for emergencies as well. That's a good idea. I also have a travel savings account, and maybe I'll mention that in another video, but we'll touch into that today. Okay, so the next thing I want to say, learn how to freelance, okay? This is something I really had to learn as soon as I quit my job. I was like, okay, I quit my job. What can I do? What can I do? And I was already making YouTube videos, so I knew I could do that. But you guys, YouTube AdSense only pays you once per month. So I was out of cash for the other 3 weeks of that month. So if you can imagine, you really have to learn how to, you need to learn how to create a service, create a service, something that you're good at doing, something that you're interested in doing, and start offering that service to other people. So my tip number 3 is learn how to freelance. So you can freelance in anything you're interested in. For me, I was really interested in makeup. So you guys can see in a few vlogs back on my channel, I would take you with me when I'm being a makeup artist on a set, or I'll take you with me when I'm doing photo shoots on a set, and maybe I did makeup on a set, So learn how to freelance. If you're good at makeup, see if there are people in your area who you can do makeup for. If you're good at styling people, see if there are people in your neighborhood who needs you to style them, Learn how to freelance. And more importantly, don't even learn how to freelance in the regular sense. Learn how to freelance online. You guys, everything is moving online, okay? Everything is moving online. So you need to learn how to be proactive and be productive online. So I wrote down a few lists of suggestions of things that you can freelance or places you can freelance online. So if you're ready to quit your job, you can definitely offer your services on these platforms, okay? So one of the platforms that I have used in the past that I've actually been successful on is Fiverr. So if you are a freelancer, if you can make digital products, if you're good at writing, if you're good at writing scripts for YouTube videos, if you're good at thinking of YouTube content, literally anything that someone could be good at, you can offer those services on Fiverr and you can set your own prices. So something that I did in the beginning of my journey after I quit my job is I started to put my services on Fiverr. And I was already making YouTube videos for my YouTube channel. So what service did I provide on Fiverr? I told people I would shout out their products on my channel, if they gave me money on Fiverr. So that's a way that I freelance, but it was something that I was already interested in because I already make videos. So now I'm getting paid to make the videos through my YouTube, Google AdSense. But now on top of that, I'm getting paid to promote other people's products in my videos. Okay. So this is how you want to think. What service can you provide to other people that you can provide online? Okay. Another way that I started to make money when I quit my job was through coaching. Okay. So I already had a little bit of leverage on my YouTube channel through my YouTube channel. So I could tell people, hey, you guys already know I'm good at talking. You already know I'm good at giving advice. You know, if you want to meet one-on-one with me and do a one-on-one session, I offer coaching sessions. Go to nijasim.com/coaching and you can book a coaching session with me, okay? So you want to learn how to freelance. You want to learn how to freelance. You want to learn how to give people your skills, your gifts, your talents online, okay? Another place that you could go to freelance, there is this thing called Text Broker. I think that's what it's called. And if you're good at writing, you can write for other people on Text Broker. Also on Fiverr, if you're good at writing, you can write for people on Fiverr. You can, if you're good at DIY and creating things, or maybe you're good at creating digital products, you can sell those on Etsy, okay? Or like on eBay, okay? Or there's another platform called Upwork. So if you make like courses and things like that, you can sell them there, okay? So when you quit your job, make sure you're good at performing services for other people. That is the easiest way to make money as soon as you quit, okay? The easiest way. Learn how to freelance and get some clients, okay? All right. So the next thing that I want to say, and you guys, I'm going to get to your questions at the end of the video, okay? So if you have any, just, you know, you can either put them in the comments now or you can just wait to the end and I promise I'll get to them, okay? All right. So the next thing I want to say, okay? When you quit your job, you have to work your new side hustle as if it is your full-time thing, okay? So when I quit my 9-to-5, it was a little bit hard for me to put that as much energy and effort into my home life job as I was in my regular job because, you know, I had a manager at my regular job. They would, you know, monitor me, and if I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do, they'd say, hey, you need to get back to work. Well, you need to manage yourself in that same way when you work at home for yourself, okay? You have to be able to manage your time wisely. You have to be able to set goals for yourself. You have to be able to, you know, attract clients to yourself. So you need to work your at-home job like it is your full-time 9-to-5, okay? So if you, and this doesn't have to always be how it is. This is just going to be in the beginning, like when you're really trying to get some money started, when you're trying to get that money generated, okay? You want to work your new at-home job as if it is your full-time job. So for me, when I decided I wanted to go full-time with my YouTube channel and only wanted to focus on making videos, I had to start producing content every day because I knew that this is what I wanted to do. And if I wasn't doing anything else with my time, the least I could do was put energy and effort into what was important to me, which is my YouTube videos. So what did I do? I created a schedule for myself. I created my weekly videos that I would post for the week, you know? So when I say work your side hustle like it's your full-time job, it doesn't mean that you have to work those exact hours, but you better be putting in that energy and effort that you're putting into your full-time job, into your side hustle, okay? Because if you're not, you're gonna have to go back to that 9-to-5, okay? And that was me. I always, hey, Erica, hey. But yeah, that was me. I would always quit my job. I would work from home for a little bit. I didn't see the money that I wanted to see, and then I'd go back and get another part-time. You know, like if I was working my side hustle like it was my full-time, I would have been fine. I would have been able to generate the money I needed. So you guys, this advice is so important. Work your side hustle as if it's your full-time. So if your side hustle is making YouTube videos, make YouTube videos like it's your full-time job. If your side hustle is coaching clients, coach clients like it's your full-time job. And even when you don't have a client to coach, be actively seeking out clients like it's your full-time job. If your full-time job is being a sugar baby, I don't know, do that like it's your full-time job, okay? Like go out to bars and meet new people and do all kinds of crazy stuff like it's your full-time job. Whatever it is that you're trying to build up, whatever business you're trying to build up, do it like it's your full-time job. And I promise you, you will start to see, even if it's just nickels and dimes, you know, once you see even 1 penny generated from the things that you do, just 1 penny, you know that you have cracked the formula, okay? So if you've ever made at least a penny online, you've cracked the formula. Copy and paste. Do it again and again and again and again and again, okay? You got this, all right? Envy Video says, just sent you a DM on Instagram. Okay, cool. Thank you. I will be looking out for that after this video, okay, Envy? All right, cool. Work your side hustle like it's your full-time job. The next tip that I have is to have multiple streams of income. You guys, this is so important. And I can't believe that we weren't taught this in school. And I understand why we weren't taught this in school, because they want to keep us a slave. They want to keep us trapped. They want to keep us in our regular 9 to 5 working for other people instead of working for ourselves. Okay. When I found this out, I was like, I cannot comfortably work for someone else ever again a day in my life, because I know that my time is better spent building my own businesses, building my own empire, making my own money. Okay. I was making $9 an hour in retail, and now I make $100 an hour doing whatever I want, okay? So keep that in mind. If you are trading your time for money, you are in the rat race. You will never become rich and successful doing that, okay? Having multiple streams of income is how you can make your yearly salary in a month, okay? If you want to make what you would make in a year in 1 month, you will have multiple streams of income. You will have multiple things that you do to drive revenue to yourself, okay? So I'll give you an example. And I always share this example with you guys, what I do. So for me, I make YouTube videos. I have a blog. I do coaching. I have Patreon. You know, I do all of these things. And this is how I create a solid income for myself with all of these things wrapped together, okay? Not just with one thing. So you need to have multiple streams of income, multiple things that you're working on that is going to bring you money. And, you know, another thing, like for me, I created an ebook. So I can make money from my ebook. I can make money from my courses. I can make money from Google AdSense on my website. I can make money from my Google AdSense on my blog. That's how you want to be. You want to be an octopus, just grabbing all the different streams of income, like an octopus, okay? You start a book, you start a channel, you create a company, you create a store, you know, you want to have multiple streams of income where you can get your money from. And that is going to help you to generate money so much quickly, okay? And another thing, you're going to make more money if you do things like digital sales as opposed to hourly things. So like for me, like coaching, I'll sit down and coach somebody for an hour and make $100. That's cool and all, but if I had spent that hour making an ebook, let's say, that ebook can make me money forever. Whereas if I sit down and coach for an hour, all I can do is coach for an hour. I get the money from that and that's done. So you see what I mean? Like you want to create lasting income for yourselves. So things like digital products are super big right now because they create lasting income for you, okay? Nicola said, "See, Bella, come." Oh. I don't know. I think it's Italian. I don't speak Italian. I'm sorry, okay? Let me see. Mecca says, "I'm aiming for 3 to 5 streams of income." Good. Not trying to be greedy, but it's what I would feel comfortable with. And girlfriend, that is not even greedy. Having 3 to 5 sources of income is the least we can do, okay? That's not greedy at all. And if you feel like, you know, you having multiple streams of income is you being greedy, you've got to rework the way that you think about money, boo, because you're doing yourself a favor. And the more income that you can generate for yourself, you're not taking from anybody else. You are building wealth for yourself. And there is an abundance of wealth in the universe. So the more income streams you have, you know, the more successful you will be. And don't think that you're stealing from other people or being greedy. You know, you're getting your piece of the pie. And I love it. So do it, boo. Okay? Erica said, "Did you do your ebook through CreateSpace?" I actually created my ebook through Canva. I created on canva.com. And Erica, I do have your copy of my ebook. I just finished it yesterday. So it's fresh off the press for you, boo. I am going to be sending it to you shortly. And maybe that'll give you some ideas for your ebook. I'm writing one, but not done yet. Yeah, girl, I wrote it. I made my ebook on Canva. And this is good for anybody who's listening. If you are you don't even have to be an expert. If you are knowledgeable on something and you want to share that knowledge with other people, write an ebook. You can write it on canva.com. Well, I wrote it in my Google Docs, and then I converted it from Google Docs into Canva. So yes, I will be sending you a copy of my book so you can read it. I'm super excited about it, so I hope you give me some good feedback about it. Okay? So the next thing I want to say, after you have multiple streams of income, that's really going to make you feel super comfortable. I love you too, boo. It's really going to make you feel super comfortable and confident when you quit your job, knowing that you're going to be receiving money from multiple places, okay? So the next thing that I want to say is set goals about how much money you want to make in the month, okay? So this is more than just your living expenses. So your living expenses is just the bare bottom, okay? Like, you know, if you reach your living expenses every month, at least you can live for another month, right? So that's one thing. you want to have an idea of how much money you want to make for the month. Now, for me, when I first became an entrepreneur, I started at $5,000 per month. And then I realized that's not enough. I want to make more. So then I jumped to $10,000 a month. And so I was like, how can I generate $10,000 a month? Now, imagine if you're only working one job, that can seem like a really big number to hit, right? Like $10,000, that's so much. And probably in your regular 9 to 5, you are not making that much in a month, right? But when you're in control of your own time, there's no limit to how much money you're able to make. That's why I say do not exchange your time for money. Create different businesses, create different avenues, create passive income for yourself, and then there's no limit to how much money you're able to make. So like I said, when I changed my idea from $5,000 a month to $10,000 a month, I was like, that's a big number. How am I going to make $10,000 a month? But then I took my advice. When you have multiple streams of income, you can generate more income, right? So what did I do? I took that big number that I had, $10,000, and I said, okay, how can I break this up? To me, I felt comfortable making at least $1,000 a month in different avenues. Like I felt like, okay, I can probably make $1,000 a month through my Patreon. Okay, I can probably make $1,000 a month through my book sales. Okay, I can probably, if I work really hard, make $1,000 a month through my YouTube channel, right? So what did I do? I made multiple streams of income, and I added all those up until I hit that number, 10,000. So you decide how much you feel comfortable making in a month. It can be a big number. It can be a small number. I always say start not small, but start reasonable and work your way up. So like if you are leaving a 9 to 5 job and you're used to making $2,000 a month or $1,000 biweekly, if you're used to making that, say, okay, well, now that I'm working for myself, I just want to make what I was making at my job. Okay. So then you hit that mark. And then you say, okay, well, now I want to make $3,000 a month. Okay, then you hit that mark. And then you say, all right, well, now I'm ready to make $4,000 a month. Okay, then you hit that mark. So you ease yourself up into it. You don't just say, I'm going to make $1 million this month. Let's do it. And then you go for it. You can do it like that, but you're going to feel discouraged by the end of that month when you don't see that money. And then you're going to have to, either get a new job or try again. So at least if you do step by step, bite size, achievable goals, it won't feel so daunting to you, okay? So ask yourself, how much money do you want to make in a month to make you feel comfortable? How much money do you need to make in a month so that you don't have to go back to your regular job? So if your living expenses is like mine, $2,000, maybe add $1,000 to that. So now you want $3,000 per month. So you can put a little bit in savings and then put a little bit in your living expenses. Or maybe say you want to make $4,000 a month. So you can have your $2,000 for your living expenses every month. Maybe you'll add an additional $500 on top of that. So you're good for next month. And then maybe you'll put a little bit in savings, you decide. But it's really good to know how much money you want to make in a month, and then you allocate that money through your multiple streams of income. So if you have at least 3 streams of income and you say you want to make $5,000, then you just divide it up, okay? Divide it up, and then that's how much effort and energy you put into those avenues. I hope that makes sense. You guys give me your feedback. How does that feel? Does that make sense? Did anybody just recently quit their jobs? Is anybody in this predicament where you just quit your job, or you're thinking about quitting your job and you're just trying to figure out, how am I doing this? Erica says, yes. Okay, cool. Yeah, guys. So when I first quit my job, I was like, okay, am I doing it? Am I doing this? Am I going to have to go back? Am I doing this? And yeah, I did go through a lot of my savings in the first month or two, but eventually I was able to get it all together. I took those advices. I took that advice of having a little bit of savings so that I didn't have to go directly back to work if something didn't go right. I created multiple streams of income. So I had money coming from a bunch of different places, and even places where I would forget that I created the avenue, and then I receive a check or I receive an email saying you received some money, and I'm like, what? I received some money from where? You know what I mean? So definitely have multiple streams. Erica says, you always break things down perfectly, girl. Thank you, boo. I love that. Desiree says, yes, I've been wanting to quit my job. All right, Desiree, take this advice, okay? Create multiple streams so you'll be comfortable when you decide to quit. Erica Obesa says, yes, girl, I quit my job 2 months ago, and I don't want to go back to it. All right, boo, if you don't want to go back, make sure that you have multiple streams of income. Learn how to freelance online. Do Etsy, do Fiverr, create something and send people your PayPal link so that you can get paid immediately, okay? do that. Or like if you're good at coaching. Another thing, if you have a product that you want to start selling to other people, it really does help to have some sort of audience, because when you have some sort of audience and you have a relationship with people, then they're going to trust you to give you their money, okay? That's why like it's great to have a YouTube channel before you have a product, or it's great to be Instagram famous before you give out a product, or it's great to have followers on Facebook before you pass out a product, because people know you, they trust you, they've built a rapport with you, they have a relationship with you through social media, and now they feel comfortable giving you money to whatever product it is that you're giving out, okay? So definitely have a, definitely create an audience. That's going to help you to sell so much easier, okay? Mecca says, I'm saving before leaving my current job. Good. Good. You should definitely save before you leave your current job, okay? And if you're like me, I mean, I'm a Sagittarius, so when I knew I was ready to go, I was ready to go, okay? So I didn't take that advice of creating a savings, and I kind of wish I did, but at the same time, like, that didn't stop me from quitting, because I'm a Sagittarius. I'm not afraid. Like, if something's not serving me, I'm like, okay, done, over, I've had it, let's move on to the next thing, okay? But those of you guys who are like earth signs, or those of you guys who are like water signs, you know, you might feel overwhelmed, or you might feel anxiety if you quit without preparing yourself in that way. So prepare yourself in that way, okay? I quit on a whim because your girl's not scared. I knew I was over it from the get-go, okay? So that's why I went ahead and pulled the plug, all right? But you guys, be smart, think strategically. Put aside some living expenses, put aside some savings, so that when you do pull the plug, you do not feel like you're not ready, okay? All right. So those are all the tips I have today regarding you know, you quit your job, now what? That's now what, okay? I hope those, how many was that? 5 or 6 tips? I think about 6 tips. I hope those 6 tips will help you to really stay away from your old job, so that you never have to go back to work. If you can get those things down, if you can get at least 3 streams of income, but just keep building them up until they hit 5K, until they hit 10K, you're going to be good as gold, okay? Learn how to freelance and do it all online, because I'm telling you guys, everything is moving digital. Everything is moving online. So if you want to be successful in this life, you better figure out how you can make some money online, okay? Online. Good site to start a blog. Yeah, so I actually started my blog through WordPress.org. So I do have a WordPress blog. I use Bluehost to host my blog. And I guess I can leave a link to that down in the description box whenever I go back and add the description. But yeah, you can use GoDaddy to get a domain. Okay, so when it comes to starting a blog, you need a domain, and then you need a site, or you need to host it somewhere. So the domain that I have, nijasim.com, I got through WordPress.org, okay? And then, yes, I got that from WordPress.org, and then I got my hosting through Bluehost.com, okay? I also have my Shop Simply store, and that's hosted through GoDaddy, and GoDaddy has really cheap domains. So there are a lot of places that you can go to do that. I know a lot of people also use the website Wix as well. And Wix is cool because Wix hosts your site, and they're a host and domain all in one. You can also do Squarespace, but I feel like WordPress is much more customizable than Squarespace. But if you're not very tech savvy, I would start with Wix or Squarespace, okay? Yeah, I really do suggest, and if you guys are into videography, if you're not into being on camera, being on video, blog is the next best thing, I'm telling you. And a really good way to advertise your blog or to generate traffic on your blog is through Pinterest. So a lot of people don't know this, but you can use Pinterest pins to drive traffic to your blog. So if you've got a blog, if you have a website, if you have a store that you're starting up on your own website, utilize Pinterest to draw traffic to your blog, okay? Really do that. Mecca says, I'd love to blog. Mecca, start up a blog. It's not expensive at all. I think for the entire year, you can get hosting for the entire year from Bluehost for just $12, I think, which is not a big investment at all, okay? So if you can imagine, and there are so many ways to monetize a blog. Like if you were using that as one of your streams of income, you can monetize your blog through Google AdSense. You can monetize your blog by offering services. You can monetize your blog by selling books. selling courses. Okay, that's already 4 ways to make money from your blog. You can make money on your blog through affiliate links and affiliate posts, or if you talk about makeup or something, add the affiliate link. That's another way to make money. You can make money on your blog through I don't know, there's just so many ways to make money on a blog, same as a YouTube. You can create your own products and sell your products on your blog. That's 6 ways right there to generate. See, all you need is the platform to get the people to come to you. That's all you need, just the platform to get the people to come to you. And then if you've got a blog, you just set off a bunch of firecrackers, okay? You create a book, you create a course, you create products, you load your blog up with things that are gonna make you money, and then you fill your blog with content that is inspiring, encouraging, and actually educational to people, and then people will see your blog of use and of value, and then they have no problem spending their money on whatever it is that you're giving, okay? So yeah, just some blog advice, and I only know because I did start up my blog maybe last year, and I do have just a little bit of content up there, but I do use my blog to make a lot of money. I use my blog to sell my books. I use my blog I'm about to start making Instagram presets for my Instagram pictures. I'll be selling that on my blog. So there's an unlimited way to make money if you start a blog, okay? So I really highly recommend that, especially if you're not someone who's into making YouTube videos, all right? Erica says she's taking notes. Good, boo. Okay. Oh, we have 2 Ericas in here. That's funny. Erica says, wow, thank you. I just started an online store. I will use that. Yes, if you have an online store, definitely utilize Pinterest. Like if it's a clothing store, take the pictures of the items in your clothing store and put them on Pinterest, okay? And then in Pinterest, there's a way for you to link URLs, and all you do is link the URL to your store, to that particular item from Pinterest to your blog. And now people are automatically going straight to, they're going straight to your blog, right? Okay, so that's how you generate traffic to your blog or to your online store. Let me see. Erica says, make one, we will follow you. Yes, girl, we will follow you. Put your info down here. Mind Traveler said, did I miss something? I don't know. We have been on here for about 30 minutes. So if you might have to go to the beginning of the video and like rewatch all the tips and everything like that. But yeah, I'm just giving you guys some tips on how, like after you quit your job, what you can expect and what you should be doing so that you can be in a comfortable position to never have to go back to work. Okay? But yeah, you guys definitely look into starting a blog. Definitely look into starting a YouTube channel. I love YouTube because I feel like I'm just really good at talking and really good at connecting with people, and so that was the easiest way that I knew to make money at the time. But now I'm using my YouTube channel, I'm using my blog, I'm making books. Like, it never stops, but it starts with having an audience to leverage your products to. All right, so yeah, does anyone have any more questions? I'm not going to be up here for too long today because I know my last live I was up here for like 2 hours and it was a lot. Okay, or maybe I'll just start a new video if I do. Ways to start courses. Oh, that's a good question. Okay, so you would make a course in the same way that you make a YouTube video. So you just decide what you want to talk about in your course. Like I'm about to create a course, so I guess that would be a little bit helpful to just show you guys what it looks like. But yeah, to make a course, you want to break it down like you're in school. And how do they teach in school? In modules, okay? So if you want to create a course, you're going to break down the topics of your course into modules, and those are just different videos. So like instead of making one long video about like, I don't know, what would the course even be? Like, how to be happier, okay? If the course is how to be happier, you don't make one long video about how to be happier. You say, you would break it up. You'd say, how are you feeling in one video? And then you say, maybe practice gratitude exercises in the second module. And then the third module, you talk about doing things that make you happy. And then in the fourth module, you talk about doing things that make other people happy. I don't know. But yeah, so that's how you make your course. You break it up into modules if it's a video course. And that's kind of the only way I know to do it in video courses. But you don't have to be on camera. Like if you don't want to be on camera, you can still create courses without being on camera. Like you can, there's like a bunch of free stock videos or stock footage online. You just go into Google and say free stock video or free stock footage, and you can use that footage and then just write whatever information you want to put regarding your course on top of that video, if that makes sense. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. I'm still getting into like how to make a course and how to create it and everything like that. So when I have that figured out, I will give you guys more information on that. Speaking of, is anybody interested in learning how to make like an ebook, or is anybody interested in like, I don't know. I'm always curious to know like what kinds of things that do you guys do to make money that I can teach you how to do, because I never know. Erica says, yes, ebook. Okay, yeah, I can definitely do that. Honestly, you guys, it took me maybe like after I had written the ebook, which did take me about a month to write the ebook. Oh my God. It did take me about a month to write the ebook. But after I had written the ebook, it literally only took me like a day and a half to create the final product. So yeah, it's not hard at all to create an ebook. After you write it out, you just take you take your manuscript, you go to Canva, and then I think you can use A4 document, or you can use a US letterhead, or you can use the magazine template. But I really love Canva for making ebooks because they already have the, they already have templates in there ready for you to use. So all you do is copy and paste all your information. And you know what, you guys, I actually have my ebook right here, so I can show you real quick. But yeah, it's really cool. I really like it. So I'm very proud of my ebook, and I can't wait for you guys to go purchase it. So if you go to, where am I even selling my ebook right now? NiceSystem.com/ I think there's like an ebook tab when you get to my website, and you can buy it from there, and I will be sending it out. But this is what my ebook looks like, you guys, for those of you guys who are here. See, it says Money Honey by Sim. It's super cute, and this is what it looks like, okay? So yeah, I did really put a lot of time and effort into it. I'm very proud of it, and I hope that you guys will go check it out. All right. But yeah, it's not difficult at all to make an ebook, and it could be very lucrative if you're talking about a topic people are really interested in. So yeah, yay, ebooks. They're awesome. All right. Woo. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I feel like I said everything I need to say. Any last minute questions? Does anybody have any questions? Make sure that you give this video a thumbs up before you leave. Okay. Does anyone have anything that I can answer for you? Erica said, I'm slacking. You're a good girl. It's not difficult at all to make an ebook. It's very easy. Mecca says, I don't mind you talking for hours. I love longer videos, but I know you have a life of your own. Oh, you're so sweet, Mecca. I love it. Mecca says ebook as well. Okay, guys. So I guess eventually I will have to show you guys how to create an ebook. And it's so funny because I feel like my channel is just all over the place. Like I talk about business, I talk about ladies level up, I talk about like money manifestation. It's all over the place, but you guys still seem to be getting something out of it. So that's all I can ask for, right? Okay. Erica says, thank you so much for your tips. Of course. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it when you guys hang out with me. You know I love to be on live. Like, I would be on live way more. Like, if everyone was, like, super talkative and stuff like that. Is Patreon free to start? That is a good question. Okay, so when I started my Patreon, it was about a year ago, and it was free then. These days, I have no idea if they're charging creators to start a Patreon, but if they are, I really hope they're not, because that's not cool. But yeah, when I started my Patreon account, it was free to start. So I don't know if you have to pay or not now. I have no idea. But if you do have to pay to start, that's really uncool. And I hope that that is not the case, because Patreon's a really good way to make some extra money for sure, especially if you're a content creator. It's a great way to make money online. And to stabilize your income, because on Patreon your patrons get charged monthly, so it's like a monthly subscription to see your exclusive content. So it'd be a really excellent idea for you to do that on a regular basis, okay? Or to start up a Patreon and get paid on a regular basis. Goddess Light 444 says, what you doing on this new moon? Oh, I'm so happy you asked. Yes. Are we getting into new moon chat? Should I start a new video to talk about new moon chat? Because I actually am going to do a new moon ritual for you guys. Yes, did you do a new moon ritual? Yes, I did do a new moon ritual. Guys, I don't know if should I start a new video? If I start a new video, will you guys come back and watch my new moon ritual video? Because I definitely want to tell you guys what I'm doing for my new moon ritual. But it doesn't really pertain to the topic. So, okay, you would? Okay, cool. Well, I didn't plan out that that video, but I did write down over there what I'm going to be doing for the new moon. So, okay, I will end this real quick, and then I'll come back on with a new moon ritual that I will share with you guys. But just keep in mind, my channel is not really, I mean, I guess I could even say it's not a spirituality channel anymore because I do cover spirituality. But, yeah, okay, I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to shut this off and we'll talk about new moon ritual next, okay? So I hope you guys were able to figure out how to make some money at home, and I will be right back with what I'm doing for the new moon in Leo today. Okay, guys? I love you. I'll see you in a second, okay?